Good morning, brethren. Today is September the 22nd, 2019. Going to give all the glory to Father Yahuwah, our Mashiach, Yahushua, and the Holy Spirit for imparting all knowledge, understanding, and wisdom. Brethren, I come before you today as Father wants me to encourage you all. Now is the time, today, now is the time, if you have not already. If you have not received confirmation of a leadership position, you indeed are priests, as it is written. You can see here in Exodus chapter 19, verse 6, "And you shall be to me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation." Brethren, Father wants me to point out to you that had he used me as an example, I'm going to share this with you, what I was given yesterday as I was in the shower. A lot of the times Mother has told me to be to be in water. Okay, let's just put it that way. That the messages will be more lucid. Okay, so I did exactly that. That has been my instruction. And excuse me, I apologize. I'm under the weather today, but I had to come on because this is urgent. I need to stress the urgency in this. So yesterday I was asking Father if he wanted me to come forward and encourage those who have not come forward and have stood. You must stand and you must proclaim, speak forth your inheritance. Our inheritance, if you are not called to lead, then you are a priest in the order of Melchizedek. So going back, I apologize. I'm a little foggy here. Father used me as an example yesterday. He told me, he said, "Daughter, when I gave you the key of David and I told you to speak that word to the body, had you not professed it out loud, had you not claimed it, proclaimed it, owned it, you would not have received the 44 doors that I showed you would be open for you." Father's having me share this because it's so very important that you don't shy away at this moment. Brethren, please understand. You may not have already noticed. Father's been preparing us for this day, for us to come out of hiding. Keep in mind that he has had Messenger Paula under the careful instruction of Ruach HaKodesh illustrate for us in depth. This requires hours of editing, hours of time and devotion. She was instructed to give us a playlist, which all of you should be familiar if you're following along in the videos, because this is where we were instructed to come together to receive all this outpouring of manna from the Ruach HaKodesh. So if you remember, if you all remember, and you can go back to these, there is a playlist that dates back from, I think, 2017, April 2017, if I'm not mistaken. And in that, in that playlist, it is called something to the effect of the order of Melchizedek. Okay, so Father has been preparing us for this day. He's been preparing us to speak forth what is ours. Again, if you have not been given a confirmation that you are a leader, not all will be leaders, humbly. You are a priest. I'm going to show you now, okay? Because there's some of us that need to be encouraged to step forth. Take that leap of faith, brethren. Take that leap of faith. Confirm it with Father. I'm going to use Sister Brittany as an example. And I hope Sister Brittany doesn't mind. But this is very crucial. Very, very crucial right now. Okay? We are to lift each other up. We are to rejoice with each other. When one receives a promotion, we are to rejoice together. When one is brought down low, we are to come down low with our brethren. We are to love our brethren as we do ourselves. It is the law that hangs upon the prophets. Yes, this is about our hearts, brethren. This is about our hearts. And this is why Father has instructed us so boldly to keep pressing in, keep pressing and sharing these posts, these messages about our hearts. Our hearts must be right. Because the priesthood, as written, the priesthood will judge the nations. Okay, so let me show you here. I'm going to jump around from page to page, so please pardon me. Let me bring this up here real quick. So sorry. Where did I put it? Here we go. Okay, so you can do a quick reference about your priesthood written in the Word. Okay? Does it not say in 1 Peter chapter 2 verse 9, but you are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, an holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him who hath called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. That sure does sound like each of us, doesn't it? Brethren, you are priests. You are priests. Did not Father have me share back in, I think, April of 2018 to remind you all? Remind them, he said. Remind them they are royalty. This has been a process in the making. Father has ordained these things to line up so that you would feel comfortable enough, work up the courage enough to not only confirm directly with him what your position is in the church, but for you to speak it forth just as Moses had to speak it forth. Let me show you this. This is what he instructed of Moses. And you can go into Exodus and read that for yourselves. It's not about boasting. It's about proclaiming and owning your priesthood, because we will need to be able to stand in front of the enemy and his minions. You have to confidently do this, brethren. You have to work up this courage to start standing now. Start speaking boldly now. Exodus chapter 19 verse 6. And ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests. This isn't just a couple of people. He's telling you your inheritance. We are priests in the order of Melchizedek. And an holy nation. These are the words which thou shalt speak to the children of Israel. At that time, Father instructed Moses that he would have to speak before the people. If you refer back to that story, Moses had a problem with speech. He had a speech impediment. He stumbled over his words. And he was harder on himself than anybody else. He didn't have the confidence to do it. The Father told him he had to declare it. He had to stand and he had to proclaim it. And that's what each of you have to do. Please, brethren, Father is telling me that I must do this to get you to understand the severity of this, that you must own and proclaim your inheritance. Revelation chapter 5 verse 10. And he has made us unto our God kings and priests. Okay? Kings, leadership, priests, and we shall reign on the earth. And what does he say in John chapter 15 verse 16? Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and I have ordained you, Holy Spirit all over me, that ye should go and bring forth fruit. That's what we've been doing, guys. We've been asking Father to purge us, purge our hearts. It's about our hearts. We've been bringing out that fruit. And your fruit should remain, that whosoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you. Please, brethren, this is exactly why Father has had us saying over and over, ask Father to purge, ask Father to circumcise your heart. It is so very important. I'm going to end on this one. Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee. I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. Brethren, our priesthood, being priests in the order of Melchizedek, again it is written, we will judge the nations. This is how profound this is. I pray this blesses each of you. I'm being obedient. I can't be apologetic for coming on here and encouraging you to step forth. Take that leap of faith. Take that leap of faith. Stand by the word. The word is our weapon. It is our compass. Father didn't have to tell me twice I was a leader. I owned it. I stepped up. Please, do the same for yourselves. If you have been called, if you have been following along, if you've been seeking the Lord with all your heart, if you've been asking Him to purge and circumcise your heart, you are priests. It's written. Declare your inheritance today. I love you. Holy is Yahushua. All the glory be to Father Yahuwah.